Hey everybody, XEI here for a quick channel update for April 2018. It's a little late, yes it is. I had some mic issues, as those of you who watch Witcher will have already come across this wonderful Blue Yeti mic, which has been working for, I've been doing this channel for just over 2 years now, and I got it about 2 years ago, and it was working fine. It failed on me when I moved into this studio, when I unplugged the USB cable, and you can find this strange bug out there about the Blue Yeti mic. It's weird because if you ever move your system and you plug your USB, your Blue Yeti USB into a different port, the cable will no longer work with your computer. The cable. Guys, this doesn't make any sense to me, but it's a well-known bug out there that I had to find, and I did replace the cable, and my mic worked perfectly fine again. That was about a year and a bit ago, and because I guess I moved down here about a year ago. It's not even ready yet. This place isn't ready. I'll show you this place when it's ready. Okay, there's rentals happening in my house, but strange delays because of my dog's health issues, and because he's diabetic and he's blind, and so I can't be. Anyways, it's complicated. I'm not going to get into it in this vlog. The next bug here was, for some reason, I was noticing the audio quality on the videos. Like I always have to, in post editing, I have to crank up my volume, and in different games it's different volumes, so I might go to like 130%, I might go to 200%, I might go to 170%, and the audio is never just, I just capture the audio and it's fine. So what happened is I went to do post editing on 2 of the Witcher episodes, and I couldn't hear myself. I'm like, what the fuck? No, I'm fairly certain my capture tool was pulling in audio, and I did some tests, and I was like, oh my god, like it's telling me audio's going in, but I'm not hearing anything. I think my Yeti fried, and that's a well-known bug for the Blue Yeti. So I love the mic, man, but I wouldn't recommend this mic for anybody at this point. That's two very strange bugs. It's just something, I think it was a Windows 10 bug with this Yeti, and then you have to basically uninstall the mic. Do not unplug it while uninstalling the mic, because I've saw some videos there where people say it didn't work for me, and it's because they unplugged their mic before. So don't unplug your mic while uninstalling the mic from your system. And then when it's fully uninstalled, unplug the Yeti, plug in the Yeti, and it works perfectly fine. And the audios are great, and the audio levels are great now, right out of the box. So it's actually speeding up production a little bit. But I mean, my confidence levels are low now because I never know when this mic is going to fail on me again. That was a long intro for a short channel update that I was going to give, but I mean, the rest is pretty short. Pretty much everything I said about March is still in effect for April. The Witcher is still on the go, still the primary game, and I intend to release, minimum 4 episodes a week, with the hope of it being 6 or 7 episodes a week. I know I was kind of like flaky, but again, it was because of this damn thing and just some other stuff. So, and Mass Effect 3 is starting on the channel. 3 episodes in 3 days. Or 3 episodes in like 2 days, and that's not a rule, but that was just, I was trying to make up for the 1 episode I missed from last week because of this damn thing. And I'm aiming for, bare minimum 1 episode a week, and if I miss that episode, you're probably going to get 2 or 3 as makeup. So that's my, it's just until I get, I don't know, maybe half or 75% through Witcher, and then we'll ramp up the release rate of Mass Effect 3. I'm feeling very comfortable running both these games on the channel at the same time. I think it's because I got a big history with folklore in general, and so Witcher feels very right to me, and I feel like I'm very much just into the lore of the game, and I'm not really straining myself to understand the lore of the game. It's based on a lot of very traditional folklore, and that's what makes Witcher very comfortable for me, as opposed to a Mass Effect lore or a Dragon Age lore, which is out of the box. It's a very new lore. It's ground up building lore. It's the core of the lore. The foundation is very unique, and it requires a lot more from me. It requires a lot more getting into the trenches of that lore, because I love lore, and so it takes a lot more mental power, whereas Witcher is not taking that from me. So that's probably why those 2 games seem to be doing well together right now. In terms of smaller games, I didn't mean to do To the Moon. Because of this thing, it didn't happen, and good thing too, because I probably would have sat through that entire session, and so that entire run might have been destroyed, because I recorded Witcher before I was going to record To the Moon. So anyways, so that's definitely still coming. The Pokemon Tabletop campaign officially finished wrapping today. The last episode is now in the books, and that means Pokemon Leaf Green. I'm going to attempt Pokemon Leaf Green on this channel. It's just going to be this casual thing I do here and there, but I do want to play that Pokemon game and just see what it's all about. So in terms of small games, you know what, it's worth mentioning. I wasn't going to, but I've been mentioning Shadowrun a lot on this channel. I've done 2 attempts at playing the game. I intend to play the game, but I'm going to officially say I am not bringing Shadowrun to the channel. Reason being is that I've pre-recorded some episodes. Those take me a little longer to do post-production on, because when I read things, and that game is a lot of just dialogue reading and stuff, that takes me the longest to edit and stuff, because when I read to myself, I read very quickly. I'm not a speed reader, but just the way I pull in words, it's just my brain puts words together very quickly if I'm just glancing. Anyways, it's hard to explain. But when I'm reading out loud, it's different for me because I never have to read to people out loud. And so when I'm reading out loud, what's happening, and I'll explain it to you real quick. Of course, now this is going to be a short vlog. I always intend for these to be short. But anyways, what's happening when I'm reading out loud, for those of you who haven't heard me talk about the fact that I have hyperfocus in games, it demonstrates itself when I miss cues on screen. It's because I'm thinking of something else that's happening on the screen, some narrative. Someone's saying something, but something appears on the screen. I'm not going to see the thing that appears on the screen. That sort of thing. That's kind of like just a very quick example of hyperfocus. You can see a lot of it in Bioshock. You see some of it in Mass Effect and Dragon Age and stuff. So what's happening when I'm reading out loud, though, is that I have to stop myself, because what I'm doing is I'm actually reading, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 lines ahead of what my mouth is speaking, because of how I'm used to reading. I'm used to reading in chunks. It's weird. Again, it's weird to explain, but it works for me. And so I have to slow myself down to the point of realizing what I'm doing. And so then I'll stumble and I reread paragraphs. And anyways, you see the cuts. You see the cuts that happen. That's what's happening. And so when I'm playing a game that's all reading, I take like 3 times longer to edit a game, because I'm doing that a lot. And so I love Shadowrun as a role-playing game. I played it a long time ago, but I followed games online. Like, I've watched some tabletops and stuff still of the new edition. I love the world of Shadowrun. I love Shadowrun. I love the idea of the Kickstarter that got this game back on the market. And I would love to. I'm going to play it, but it's not going to come on the channel anymore. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I just want to open up my queue, and I want to just be a little bit more selective for the games that I open up slots for, especially some of the smaller indie games, because there's a lot of other small indie games I want to play that are quicker for me to produce, if that makes sense. Okay. So I think that's it for games. I'm probably going to miss some things, but it doesn't really matter because I'm already a week late on this update. Anyways, and the last update I want to give is, now that the Pokemon campaign is done, AngelArts has opened up auditions for his next Mass Effect tabletop campaign. He's using a Mass Effect D20 rulebook to run this campaign. Auditions are open until April 22nd. If you're interested in Mass Effect, you're interested in tabletop gaming, and you're interested in getting in on something, go check out AngelArts audition call out and submit something. It's just 5 minutes of a character idea. This is a recorded series that he runs on his channel, so it's, you're gonna need a face cam, decent audio and stuff like that. But if you've always wanted to try, if you've always been looking for that opportunity, this is an opportunity. Go there, check it out. What I'm going to do after this episode is I am going to record 5 Mass Effect character concepts in 5 minutes, just to kind of kickstart some thinking out there of the kind of things you can bring into one of his campaigns in particular, which is something I find fascinating with his games, is that it really explores character identity and character development. And so I'm just going to do this as a bonus sort of support vlog, so it doesn't get mashed up into all of this. And I was going to do one of these characters as an April Fool's audition for AngelArts' channel. I can't audition because I just finished the Pokemon Tabletop campaign, and I just wanted to do it as a joke for the one day I didn't get it out the door. So I'm going to include him as the one of the 5, and I'm pretty sure you're going to know which one it is when you hear it. And so until then, don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, everybody. Peace.